Hi and welcome to a new episode of Festival TV with me, Sabina. I'm at the world premiere of Sofia Norlin's movie Broken Hill Blues, the first film to actually be made by the Stockholm Film Festival Feature Film Award, a project that was launched in 2011. And up next, I sit down with Sofia Norlin to talk about the process of making the film.
Solen går upp 11.34 och ner 15.20.
Nu till Kiruna där stadsomvandlingen verkar komma tidigare än många trott.
Vad tror ni människor tänkte då, för 100 år sedan? Vad hade de för förhoppningar på framtiden?
Säkert jobb.
Bättre liv, bättre samhälle.
What impact did receiving the Stockholm Film Festival Feature Film Award, what impact has that had on your career?
The prize also gave very good collaborators for the post-production of the film. So it has been I mean, it's our first film. It's my first feature film, and it's the first feature film of the photographers, some of the actors, many of us in the team, and so yeah, it's a huge thing to be able to do it in this context with the festival. Yeah. What is the film is the life of those teenagers. They are looking for love and friendship and work, and what will their future be like in this world falling apart as we know it.
Stå kvar.
Hur tror du det kommer se ut i mitt rum sen? När ingen bor där?
Ja, det kanske växer träd där och kanske till och med snöar där.
It's a very big pleasure and a gift for us to be here in the festival, to show it here for the first time, and to meet the audience, to hear what the audience, how they interpret the film, and that would be a new experience, and we're happy, me and the team too.
As always here on Festival TV, we present the films that are competing for the Bronze Horse. And in this episode, it's actually the last films to be presented, as in the next episode, we will find out who wins the grand prize.
Hey Marla, you want to drive down to that new place in Bangor? They got a DJ, strobe lights.
Fun. I'm just dying to have you grind your boner into me.
Well, you're not going out tonight?
Get off the train now!
God, what is the problem? What did you do?
Oh my god. Oye, ¿ya sabes?
Sándwich. ¿Tú?
After the success of TV series The Story of Film, cinephiles from all over the world recognize the contemplative voice of the Irish film critic and director Mark Cousins. Mr. Cousins is also a guest here at the Stockholm Film Festival this year, both as a director and also as a speaker in the seminar of this year's Spotlight, which is Freedom.
I go on holiday and keep thinking about kids in film. I take the same camera that I used to film Laura and Ben. I go to Skye, to Elanachio, the island of the mist.
Childhood, I think, has been the main theme in my work. My first film for the cinema was about children in Iraq. I've always been interested in children. I really believe what Pablo Picasso said, that all children are artists. That creativity in children, those emotions that sweep through a child in a moment. I love all that, and I think that we as adults can learn from that. We're quite guarded, you know, we wear a mask in adulthood. Children don't, the mask is off. So to look at film with children, to make something about children, is to look at the naked human emotions, I think. So that's why I wanted to make a film about childhood. I think it's great that the festival's focusing on freedom. I think it's a very, very rich theme. I think for a number of reasons, that social freedom, political freedom. At the moment, a number of the world's best filmmakers are imprisoned or curtailed. But also, I'm hoping in my little conversation about freedom to talk about what you could call aesthetic freedom or poetic freedom. That sense that all creative people have to do, which is to escape the norms, escape banality, raise that sense of unlocking the prison, the creative prison, to do something bolder. Space and time are entirely free in cinema. That's why freedom is a very good thing to look at a film festival.
I didn't think the movie was going to be a love story, and it wound up being quite romantic and almost a quintessential love story.
I hold your face in my mind. I think about your hair getting longer.
I shot someone. I think I shot someone.
One of the things that I have difficulty with as a filmmaker is that very often I'm after something that is very abstract, and I can't describe it. I only know it when we find it. And so I can't tell all of my collaborators at the beginning of the film that we are going to try to make a film that feels like this, because I don't know what this is yet. It is very important to me when a movie takes place, but I don't think it has to specifically, have a year that it takes place. And the fact that this film doesn't take place in a specific year is very important to me. And that was something that was a major creative decision, both on my part and everyone else that worked on the film, that we were going to create this sort of pastiche of old time periods, a pastiche of antiquity, so to speak.
You take those girls, you got trouble. Maybe get out of town till all this blows over.
You mean till he gets caught?
Have you seen him?
Sure haven't.
We can make it. We can make it if we run.
And one of those days, it will be so.
When I sit down and watch the movie, I feel the things I wanted to feel, and I know that it worked. So that is as far as I've gotten in figuring out what I'm doing here.
Well, that's all for tonight and for this episode of Festival TV, but do join us for the next episode, where we will be at the Stockholm Film Festival awards ceremony, and we'll be walking the red carpet and also finding out which film actually wins the Bronze Horse Award. Until then, enjoy the movies and hope to see you next time.